on. Hey, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back. We are going to do something so much fun today. It looks fantastic. My name is Sue, and I am from OML Embroidery, and
And me.
and me.
I'm here.
Dawn's here too, so we're gonna have some motif fun. Hi, Karina. I see you over there. Let me just play my intro because why not? And then we will get started. I just love that intro. That's so much fun. And we've got another surprise for you guys. Are you ready? Are you ready, Dawn?
I'm ready.
No, you're not.
Okay, I'm ready.
Here we are.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Purchased some new equipment and some new software, and we can do the webcam and the screenshot all together, and hopefully it should be good. Now, let's good to hear you, Dawn. Karina says. Sound is okay? Everything's
Sound
okay?
is good.
Yes? Yay! Everyone's clapping. Sound is fine, and you're going to see Dawn's shoulder, but we're kind of squished into a corner here, so we're going to do the best we can. I get so excited, I just want to chat, so I'll try to keep my comments to the project.
Oh, sorry.
Well, Cindy, in honor of you, we are going to do a Q&A next week. We're just questions and answer. I'll just sit here and you guys can ask all the questions that you want, and anything goes, and we'll figure out what you have questions about, and we'll sort you out. How does that sound?
Sounds special.
Special.
I like it.
Embroidery special. There, you can see. Do you have a sunburn? You're awful red.
I'm just red.
It's kind of warm in our corner here. We got all the lights going on. Yeah, that's fine, Dad. We've got all the lights going on, and it gets warm. We were set up like an hour ago, so we need some more air conditioning. So, okay, where is everyone from? Dawn and I are in Canada. We are in Ontario, Canada, near to Windsor, which is just across the river from Detroit. That's where we are. And it's hotter than heck outside, a little bit of a breeze, and hot in our little corner. So, South Texas, hello.
They're probably hot there too.
New York City, that's cool. Texas, everyone's okay in Texas, and I'm sure it's warm there too. Saskatchewan, there you go. Rhode Island, Holland.
Arkansas.
Oh my goodness.
Kentucky.
Wow. Oregon. Hey.
All over.
Wow, awesome. You guys are awesome. We have people from all over the world. This is what makes this channel and the OML Embroidery University group so awesome, is that we have everybody from all over the world who want to build their skills in embroidery. I wanted to say, for those of you in the OML Embroidery University group, that the people who have done the various projects with the puzzle piece have done an amazing job. I'm really proud of you guys for digging in. There's some beginner embroiderers, and there's some people just learning about motifs and how you can use them, but you guys did an awesome job. I love seeing you guys stitch out stuff that you just learned how to do, or just worked on, or just perfected. Actually, today, I think it was Beverly, correct me if I'm wrong, Beverly, she had trouble. She was in PE Design 11, and she was having trouble doing something. And what she did, she just did her own troubleshooting. She asked in the group, but before I could answer her, she had done her own troubleshooting and figured it out. Now that is awesome, don't you think,
Awesome.
Dawn? Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. She just missed a step, and she has the class. It was on the puzzle piece, and she just went over it and went, oh, "Okay, that was my fault. I figured it out. So that is awesome. That is hard work, And she will always remember how to do it now because she struggled through it. So, congratulations to everyone working on it, and hello to everyone. It was a fun project. There we go. I have to look all the way over here because I have my monitors moved around. I guess it would be smarter if I moved that here. Then I don't have to turn my head. I'm kind of crooked today. I have a sore neck. So, are we ready to get started?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Do it. So this is what we're doing. And this is a double applique. Not applique. It's a motif stitch. And it's the same motif stitch, but with two different fills. And this right here is a motif inside a motif, which is really cool. But you have to be careful doing it. You can't really do it too small. But we're going to start pretty much from the beginning. And this is what we're going to make. And then we can play around with different ideas. So there we go. What time did you say your live chat was? I have some new embroidery friends that I introduced to your channel. Thank you very much, Joy. I know she has some questions about embroidering on towels. Well, we're going to do it next week or maybe even on the weekend. If people are in, I don't know what the interest level is. So if people are interested, tell your friends they can come to any of the lives. And thank you for introducing them to the channel. Much appreciated.
If they're in the group, they'll get notification anyway.
Yeah, true.
They'll see that it's going to be
live and we'll be able to ask questions. So thanks for that, Joy. I appreciate the shout out. So first thing we need to do is start new. Yes. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have pop-ups. I fixed it. And it's cool. We had to do a little bit of rearranging to get it right. But so the first thing we want to do is bring in our artwork. And I'll remind you guys that the artwork is in the OML Embroidery University Facebook group. And it'll have everything for you to help you out. Hey, oh, that guy's huge. I know. My computer might go, hey. It just has to process it a little bit. Sorry, computer. Sorry.
Actually, it looks a lot smaller for them. It's just for you that it's huge.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Well, it's small now. Now, I want to resize it. So I'm still in the, messing around with the picture. You always want to, it's thinking about it. You always want to digitize at the size your embroidery design is going to be. So I pulled this in at 60 inches, and that is not what I'm doing. That would mess everything up like big time. So no. So now I have it to a little more reasonable. It's still a little too big. I don't want it like that. You can also put in the numbers and zoom it in, but I knew it was going to come in huge, and I don't want to, my computer is doing a lot of things at once, so I don't want to bog it down. Did you see the size of that? Does it look that big on the screen, Don? Maybe.
No.
Oh, well, no. It's moronically big here.
Yeah. If you bring it over, you'll see it's small.
Why is it small?
Like they can see it. It's pink, and you can see it nicely, but it's not that huge.
That's weird. Can you make a note of that so we can fix that? Because
sure.
On my screen, the cursor is like idiot level huge, so you guys could see it, and it doesn't show up like that. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna move.
That might be because we adjusted the resolution so you could get pop-ups. Oh, no, because it's the same on this size.
Oh, that's weird.
Strange.
Okay, so half of my face is in, so I'm going to move myself up there. So that'll be a little bit better. What?
Just going to showing you how big you're
Oh,
you're blocking stuff. Okay. I see.
What?
Nothing.
What?
I'll shut up.
Thank you. I don't know what he's talking about. What you talking about, Don? All right. We still have everyone. They're not bored. Oh, the Norsemen. Greetings, Don. You two are on the big screen. Ooh, that's creepy. We're on the big screen. Did you know that, Don? They have a big screen TV and they put us on there. So
right.
Hi.
That's the only way we should be.
Hi. Oh, that's
that
a
was
bit
kind of
Fat-headed.
wasn't
That's the exact words that came. Now, shush, shush. Okay, let's digitize this. Now, we've done this before. It's easy. We're going to ignore this red line for now because we don't actually need it for this one. So we are going to digitize a closed shape. So click on closed shape, and then I'm going to click on outline because I'm going to remember. I'm going to remember to do it properly this time. So two left clicks and a right click for a curve, and we're going to keep going around. Now, I wanted to talk to you guys about nodes. How much do you know about nodes?
Okay. I know nothing about nodes.
You know a lot about nodes. Less is more for nodes. Now, remember, we are doing this kind of small, and you really do not want a ton of nodes. I am probably doing way too many, so let me try to do, considerably less. See how this corner looks right here? That's probably how it should be. So let's see if we can do it. This is how I do it. I kind of stretch it out and see if it's gonna work. All right, I might have to make some adjustments on this one, but you see there's a difference of how many nodes that you have going on. I'm gonna adjust those. I'm gonna keep going. So definitely less is more when it comes to nodes, and your curves will be better. The least amount of nodes you have, they'll be better. And if anyone wants me to show them why, just let me know or let Don know he's watching them, because I'm digitizing. Just let me know in the comments, and I'll give you guys a quick example of why the least amount of nodes possible is better. Ooh, I have the auto thingy on. It's annoying.
Auto scroll.
I know, it's annoying.
I like it. You just have to get used to using it.
I don't want to. All right, so really, I'm taking my time. It doesn't have to be perfect, but as close as you can get. When I'm done, I am going to click enter, and I'm going to change the color so you guys can see it. Hey, what happened here?
Holy cursor, Batman.
I know, it's weird.
It's huge.
What happened on my screen? Look at these lines.
I wish you could show everyone, because it's hilarious how big it is.
Well, take a picture.
Oh, maybe.
Okay, so I'm going to guess this is because my computer's so busy of why it turned out that way. That's kind of strange. So let's adjust the ones that we made a mistake with. See, I can hardly see around my cursor. Jeez. So all I'm doing is I went into the reshape. Reshape is your friend. And I'm just making adjustments here, slight adjustments. I don't even need that node, so.
I don't know where the camera went.
What? Just use your phone.
No, that's downstairs. No, I got it. I got it. I'll find it.
Me.
I just added my 2 cents.
Nobody wants your 2 cents.
Yes.
Too expensive. Okay, so we have this. Now we don't need our image anymore. Oh yeah, my computer's taxed right now. Okay, just be calm, computer. You'll be fine. And we have our shapes. So if you're just starting out, this is when you select it and you're going to do a motif, and that's our plain motif. But we're going to work on the 2. Now, this is 2 by 2 almost. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. It doesn't matter that much at this point, but I want to be able to see how the motifs are going to look in it. Now, the first thing I want to do is the fill motif. So I'm going to go to fill and fill it, and then go to not effects, stitching, and I want to remove this underlay to Tommy. It's quite good, but I don't need it, and I don't want it. It's too many stitches, and we don't want to be stitching this out forever. So, okay, we'll leave it as black. It doesn't really matter either. Select it, go to motif, and I'm going to go under the crazy cool. Actually, why don't we do a new category? Puzzle motif. No, we know it's a motif because it's in the motif section, right? And we're going to call it fill.
And if anybody wants to see the huge cursor, I posted it in the comments of my post about the live stream in the group.
You guys can laugh because it's
funny.
really, it's hard to use and I'm suffering with it and you guys can't even see it.
I wish I could share it here, but I don't know how to share a picture in the chat, if you can.
No, I don't know.
Probably not. Anyway.
All right, so I called it fill. I should have called it PHIL. Hold down your control key to constrain it so you have a perfect line across and click. And pattern fill has been created in the category puzzle. Why, thank you. Why, thank you very much. So, okay, awesome. Now, the next thing we're going to do is make our motif fill inside a motif fill. And before I go on, though, is everyone okay with it? The thing is, less nodes on screen could be better and easier to edit, but my thought is that Embroidery Machine could misunderstand large curves and shape. Could it be true? No. No, it doesn't, because your software sets it up so your machine understands everything. It's, let me just show you guys quickly, because it is a very good point. So I'm going to move this guy. We're going to pause. Remind me, the next thing we're doing is a motif inside a motif, our inception motif. So let's talk here. Let's go to digitize, and I'm just going to do an open shape. Now, if you do this, and this, except for, curves, curves, and curves, you have a beautiful shape. Now, if you are using, too many nodes, and I'm doing right clicks, and I'm just doing it quickly, but I'm using, instead of 3 nodes, because that's digitizing time, I did way more than 3 nodes. And look at the difference. Look at the difference. Now, if I wanted to edit the one where we only used 3, we go to reshape, and look, I only have 3 things to edit. And look did you see the size of that hand? That is hilarious. And look,
it's almost as big. Do it again. It's almost as big as my hand.
It's hilarious. So that is, and it still keeps its beautiful shape. And honestly, your machine will understand it just as well as this. So if you want to go and edit this, which you're going to have to because it's not curvy enough.
Take you a lot longer to do.
Yeah, look what you have to do. Yeah, and I like, first of all, doing 3 is a lot easier than doing however many I did here. And I really love smooth curves. And this is how you do it. I learned from, his name is Von Glitzka, and he teaches graphics, and he's a fantastic teacher. And he talks about Bezier curves and things like that, and he does the clockwork method. And that's how you can think to get smooth curves.
Perfect.
So, what?
Perfect circle.
Yeah.
With 4 points.
1, in the way of a clock. 2, and use your thing to line it up.
I do it all the time.
Yep, line it up.
You're just spaced out, that's why it's not.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. But that's how you do it. So it's easier, and it's backspace. It's easier, and it's really good habits to start. So, for beginner digitizers, you guys can remember less is more for nodes. So hopefully that explains everything. Love that even on a larger screen it can be hard to see the mouse pointer is big. I know, I'm suffering, you guys. I'm suffering. And I didn't realize you guys can't see it. It's just terrible. Lisa Hood says, hi, Sue and Dawn. Lisa Hood won, I can't remember what she won, but she won I Need a Good Design. So,
It was.
Yeah. Awesome. So how many people do we have? 35. You guys rock. Thanks for all your support. Can't do any of it? without you guys. See,
You
Lombard,
the best.
hi. Yes, you the best. It's an interesting issue. Not sure if it's only with Janome machines. I don't have a Janome, so I can't help you on that. I have pretty much all brothers, and we have a commercial Baradin. So I can only speak for brothers, because that's all I have. So, okay, is there any more questions? And can we go to our inception? And I'm going to have a little drink here, so just pause for a minute. Sugar, so I can keep going. So we ready to go ahead? Yes? Okay.
Sure.
So this one we already saved. Now you can go ahead and save these pieces in, for Hatch embroidery software, it's an EMB format. If you want to make more or play around with it later, or if you want the shape, because you can change it back to outline and do what you want with it. So save it. It's a good idea. You never know when you're going to need a really good puzzle shape.
You need to change your drunk cursor.
My drunk cursor?
It's drunk. It's got a fat head. It's drunk.
You've got a fat head. I'm not trying to change you. What the heck? Would you shush? I'm trying to do this. Don gets squeaky laughing and usually spits out his coffee every day because that's me. All right, shh. Now, we're going to do a motif. And remember, this guy is small. So this is why I made him small, because not all of the motifs are going to work properly. So we can go to puzzle, and that's not going to work, and it'll never work because it's filled in.
What happened?
It's the puzzle motif that I did.
Oh.
Don't hurt yourself.
I wonder why it was all filled in weird.
So, okay, we can check out some different ones. I actually really kind of like the circle one. Now, we have the fly out this time, so I'm just going to, whoops, not do that. It's because of my big cursor. I'm cursed. It won't even work. It won't even work. There. Oh, good Lord. Oh, good Lord.
You get to hear it twice and laugh twice.
Oh, sorry, yes. Cracking up. Okay. So pick one. See, now that one's okay. You don't want anything with satin stitches. There's no way. It is not going to look good. But do spend a few minutes trying to, come up with something. I am just in the single motif stitches because we're doing a puzzle shape with a motif. So again, no satin. I don't want satin. And it really does have to be kind of simple, and maybe something like that. See, that might still be getting too small. Simple is that. I really don't like how my stitches are looking. I don't know how well you guys can see. It's weird. I think it's just because my computer is strained. It's actually pumping out a lot of heat. Can you feel that, Dawn? The heat. What?
I'm just showing you how it looks.
I can see how it looks.
Well, it's not any different. But your cursor's different.
Why?
I don't know.
Why? I ask you, why? My big moron cursor. At least it's pink, though. Okay. Oh, I could hear myself. That was a bit loud.
Oh, sorry.
Jeez.
It's not that loud.
Okay, I kind of like that one. See, that one doesn't... I just want to do something different. Now,
like that.
Yeah, you got to remember, though, that you can't make it too small. The only thing I dislike about it is that this part isn't filled in. I'm not sure how much of a difference it's going to make, but it might, because we are, talking about puzzle pieces that we want to go. How about that? All right, we can do that. See, it's kind of covered. All right, let's do that. Now we're going to select it, and we're going to select motif, and we're going to call it Inception Motif. And click OK, and there, and hold down your control key for constraint, and there we go. All right, pattern inception motif has been created in the category puzzle. So cool so far. Let's go to, actually, we can just move aside. Everyone with me so far?
Yes.
Keep it simple, stupid. It's the same, less is more. You are right. You are absolutely right. Um, Karina, I've seen this before when you start trying motifs to go through them all. I know. I have to control myself, or you guys will be sitting here all day watching me play with motifs because I could literally do
You've
it
been here
for
all day
hours.
playing with them anyway.
Shh. Shh.
Busted.
I had to figure out what we were doing
Busted.
today.
I just told on you.
Stop. Hold down, what is it, shift? See, things aren't working here, and I know it's because of my computer. Okay. Yeah, didn't want an oval. So, yeah, it's just my computer because we're busy. We'll just make it a circle-y circle. Easier way of doing it is right here. I want it big because I want to be able to see this. So 6, and we want it 6. What?
You have to unlock it or it won't let you do that.
Do what? What I just did?
Yep. Yeah, it's 6 by 8.2 because it's not unlocked.
What do you mean unlocked?
And right there. Yeah.
No, I want it. The
I thought you wanted
circle.
it perfect.
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Jeez.
I'm trying to help.
Jeez, don't help.
Okay.
We'll make it black, and we're going to hit 0 to bring everything into the middle. This guy, we don't really need him, but that's okay. So we have just a tatami going on. Now remember, this is quite big. This is 6 by 8, but I want to be able to see what we're doing. And what we're going to do, what?
Norseman says is way better than watching Monty Python.
Oh, I love Monty Python. I was grown up on that. I guarantee you, any quote you can give me, I can finish your sentence. But anyways, that's for another day. Let's go to motif, and let's go to, look, I made my own puzzle. So that looks amazing. Now there is a jump stitch because I forgot a step. And this is why you need to save the one that you did. What I forgot to do is set the start and end points, and then you won't have jump stitches like that. So we can go back in and fix it afterwards, but for now, just ignore it. I did it on this one as well, so we would have to go in through software settings and manage motifs and fix it up. We don't want jump stitches through this at all. So what we're going to do here, this is the cool part. What we're going to do is right down here, alternate motif. So you can have 2 motifs in one design, and it really gives it a spectacular effect. Look at that. Look at that. That's all there is to it. That is it. Love listening to you and Don. Well, thank you, Jackie.
And Angela, too.
Oh, hi. Hi, Sue from Tennessee. Hello. Hello. Now, if you want to, make this a little more perfect, you can see these are touching, which is fantastic, but these ones aren't. Look at these numbers here. They actually match. Oh, I know what it is. All right, we have to pick a better motif. Remember what I was saying before, the outlines? So look, this part has it filled in and this part doesn't.
So it leaves a gap.
It leaves a gap. I'm going to zoom right in so you guys can see the difference. So this one, the motif formed the whole thing. You see the pieces are missing. And this one is missing this part. The motif just didn't fill it. So that's why it looks like this. So there's, I think I have a line through the middle. I can't tell. I think that's the motif. I'm not sure. But I didn't change the start and stop point, which is really important. So 2 ways of doing this. You can go back into the motif, or back into the shape of the motif that you were creating, and adjust it so it fills in better, and then go and save it into motif, and then go back in and delete the other one because you don't want to use that one by accident. Or go back in and you can put an outline on it, and that'll solve all the problems and it'll look great. Make sure you put it in the right order. We'll go ahead and do that part. Dawn says, what? How do I know which motifs to go where? My honey just said to purchase the program hat. Yeah! All right, Brenda. It's worth it. It's worth it. That's awesome. So your honey is a honey.
Any other one?
That's the difference between the expert and the student. Oh, the two of you remind me of Carol Burnett and Tim Conway. Do I get to be Carol Burnett or Tim Conway?
No, I'm Carol Burnett.
No, Dawn. Dawn. We whine at each other. Dawn and I work together all day, every day. You guys know we run an embroidery business. I've been doing it for 15 years. And since the day, actually, that we met, we're together 24/7. So, yeah.
Whose bright idea was that?
Mine. Mine.
I went along with it. What was I thinking?
I have no idea. Okay, to answer Cindy King's question, this is motif 1 and this is motif 2. Now, I'm going to put a different motif in it. And of course, the spacing is absolutely out of whack, which you can fix. But you can come up with really cool, like, look at that. Hit 0 to bring it in. Look at that. That is spectacular. Now you can make these guys bigger just by clicking here, and you have to, I won't be able to do too much of it. So let's do 1. I'm in inches. And a little bit more, maybe.
Look at the size of that icon.
1.3. Oh, nope. See, now that's too much. 1.2. No?
Almost.
1.1. But that's a whole different design. So this is number 1. So you adjust it up here, and this is number 2. So it's not just for puzzle pieces. Let's go back up to number 1 and let's change it. We don't want puzzle. We want, what could we do? Black work. I love. Look at that.
Black work.
Look at that. Isn't that cool? So obviously you have to move these around. I'm just picking. Ooh, that's actually kind of neat in a weird kind of way. All right.
I like that.
Look at that. And that's your 2 motifs that you can mix. Now, I know in Embroidered, you can do it as well. They actually, in Embroidered, have it more in depth. So you can do 1 motif, like in the same row. You can do 1 motif and then another and then another. So you can get very creative with it. But for now, let's go back through what I did. And I did lots. I'm just doing Control Z for it. And back to our puzzles. So I'm still going to move that guy over. How cool is that? How cool is that? I just think it's fantastic. The best part is, too, this is all one piece, and I love that. So what else can we do? There's a lot of things we can do. I'm going to select this, and I'm going to do Control C and Control V, and then I'm going to change it to outline. And then I am going to change that outline to satin stitches. And that makes it even better. Everything's filled in. What? You're going to say something?
No, somebody's asking about your, if it was an embroidery business or a gaming channel, because you have a racing chair seat.
Yeah, okay.
They're very comfortable.
Yes, we sit all day, and we had troubles with chairs, and these gaming chairs are fantastic, and it's a lot more comfortable. But I would like to say no to gaming, because my level of gaming is Lego. is the Lego. I love them, actually. Lego Harry Potter, Lego everything. And only because if you die, it doesn't really matter. And if you can't jump, then your kid can drag you into the next thing. So, no, not a gamer at all. Not a gamer. It was embroidery. I started embroidery 15 years ago. 15? Yeah, 15.
You don't want to broadcast our LAN party?
We play Astroneers on LAN. That would be fun. Okay, so this line through here on this one, it looks... I actually like how it looks, but it is because I didn't change the start and stop points. So another thing you could do, speaking of this line, it just caught my attention. I'm going to do digitize an open shape, and I'm going to select it back in here because we want it to cover up. Hold down your control key and click and end. This is how you can add a little bit of color into it. Now we could do that stitch. It just looks cool when you do it this way. Just add a little to it. It is in the wrong spot. I want number 2 here to be last so it covers up all the edges. But you could easily do that. Let's make it like a red. That is a terrible red. How about that red? That's better red. Let's try satin. Satin. Yeah, I think that might be too harsh. I was actually thinking, because you know, if you make mistakes, like I made mistake on this part that I didn't notice it didn't cover up. How about you just draw a line and put the line there? Add some color. This is what I was getting at. Make it a little bit longer. That is actually too long, but my thing... It's really hard. I do it for you guys. I do it for you. Doesn't that add a wonderful effect to it? So I'm going to select that, and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to drag down another piece. But this is how you can, you know, not cover it up, but make it even better, because I think this looks fantastic. What do you think, Don?
It's kind of cool with the extra lines in it.
Yeah, why not? So I'm going to select this one, and I'm going to right click and drag, and you can see my cursor changes, and I'm going to set it right in between there. So there you go. Doesn't that look cool? Of course, fix these. All right. Oh, okay. I'm not going to fix them because my cursor's too big. My cursor's too big. That's crazy. So we're going to take the outside circle, because right now, look how it looks. And my jump stitches, oh my. So we're going to move it down, and look at that, now they're covered up. Sewing order is important. So this looks really fancy. So one more thing we can do. Let's select it. Another thing I thought of actually is that you could do copy and paste a circle and put a different color behind it. Or make it into applique. Oh, it's just never ending. So, okay, let's go to effects and scroll down just a little bit. Not embossed fill. How about 3D warp? Yeah. Wow, look at that, Don. What do you think?
Oh, I love that.
Do this?
Yeah.
And then you go up to reshape, and then you can move it around. Oh, that is it right there. That is it. And all you would have to do, you could either leave these red ones, or you can go to reshape and click there, hit the space bar, and make them match. And then it looks even better. Let's do it with this one. So reshape, we're still in reshape. Click there, hit a space bar to turn it to a curve, and there we go. See, oh, I want that up a little bit.
Brenda Miller, woohoo, love it.
Yeah, isn't that easy? So this is how I create things. And I usually have the TV going, and, you know, I just relax, and come up with ideas by just playing around. Now, I'd like to tell you about the ideas I have for next week. Still continuing on with the puzzle idea. Hopefully you guys are not bored of it. But how about a gradient puzzle piece. Now we could do it as motif, but it's got to be really big. So gradient being gradient colors. I think that would be cool. How about making a patch? A lot of people have been talking the puzzle symbol is for autism, and that made me think, how about a patch? So we could learn to digitize a patch and stitch it out. And then the last thing I thought of is a key fob, a puzzle key fob. And we could do a puzzle shape with a puzzle motif stitch in it, or we could do like a circle with a puzzle or something like this. It would have to be a little bit different. We could do lots like that. So those are the things I'd like to work on for next week. You guys can let me know what you think. It would just be fun to just keep going on this because it is really good. So I don't like that line around there, but yeah, I think we've come a long way on this puzzle thing. I think this looks amazing like that. I would have to adjust these lines a little bit. This one is perfect, but this one's a little off. I want to move the ends so we can see how it's down too far, and it just kind of affects how the curve looks. So let's just see this one too, down too far. Minor detail, just a little bit of adjustments. And
which is
we
easy
have it.
To do because you only have 3 notes.
That's right. Now the next thing before we're done, because I want to get everybody on board with doing this every time, is we want to put things in order. So 1, 2, 3. Now I'm just talking about the red lines, and I'm going to click into this one, and I'm going to go to reshape, and start and stop is there. And start and stop is there, and start and stop is there. So the last thing we need to do here is we need to make connections, because right now this is, look at holy jump stitches, Batman. Okay, ignore those. We know why those are happening. Shh, just ignore them. Just ignore them. Let's put the true view back on. Now I just checked this starts and stops right there, so we want to do open shape, and we're going to start it right there, and 1, 2, 3, and hit enter, and that is a running stitch. I'm going to leave it green for now. So that is from line 1, line 2, and then below is line 3. So to make this work, because right now it stitches all the lines and then it goes back and stitches this one, we want to move this up. So let's move it up, and we want it between number 1 and number 2. Now we can change the color, or you can wait till the end. So now we have connections. We have connections going on, and we can go to the next one, and it's the same thing. We have start and stop here, start and stop here. So this is where we go, and we're going to do digitize open shape, and 1, 2, and this one's a little off, but I'm going to put it there anyways. You want to tuck it in, and I'll leave it at green for a minute, and we want to put it between number 2 and number 3, and boop, boop, and change it to red. So there you go. We could zoom in and fix this guy here, and then we can fix it. See, the little green is the start. So we're going to adjust this over a little bit. I think this one actually has to go down a little bit. But that's just, how you see it, your opinion. And we need to move this one in reshape. We need to move this one back so it's at the beginning of the other one. Now these will not show, even though they're red, they will not show because they are underneath. They are underneath the final satin stitch. And so now we're connected. So we've eliminated a couple of jump stitches. So this guy would stitch out smoothly for sure. So any questions so far? I haven't been looking. There's some issues with jump stitches on the black puzzle pieces. Yeah, I know. I know. I forgot. We're ignoring them though. Just totally ignore them. I forgot to change the start and stop point. So that's my bad. It's on both of them because I used the same piece. So that does need to be fixed.
Does PE Design 11 do the 3D warp? Does it have anything like that? Do you know?
It has a whole bunch of them. I think so. I think it's called something different. I will look it up and post it in the group. I can't think of the name of it. They have a whole list of different kind of stitches that you can do in shapes. So I'll check that out.
So how'd we go from puzzle motifs to making a Christmas ornament?
It does look like a Christmas ornament, doesn't it? Yeah.
That's how creativity works.
Yeah, why not? Or a ball, or I think it's a Christmas ornament. So all you'd have to do is put the letter C or an O right there and you can hang it up. Let's try something else. So I'm going to select the outside over here and I'm going to do Control C and Control V. And I am going to use this button here to move it right to the top. And I'm going to change it from a satin to a fill. And I'm going to change the color to, say, purple. Booyah!
That's cool.
What do you think? Okay, purple really doesn't look the greatest.
Not with the red.
Yellow?
If you change the red, it would be okay.
Yellow? Yeah?
It's bright.
How cool is that?
It's kind of cool.
That's,
Almost looks like a lantern.
And all I did was copy and paste and fill it in. So again, I would still take off some of the underlay. Tatami. I don't care for tatami. It's handy. I do want an underlay though, but I just want the double tatami. Did you know that was there for an underlay?
Yes.
Well, geez, a zigzag and an edge run are the two that I use rather than the tatami. I feel it's kind of thick, but to each their own. I mean, Hatch has it there for a reason. So that's another way you could dress it up. And you know what? I really think that one... Oh, did I delete it? No, it's over here. Boop. No? Here? No. No.
You deleted it.
Oh, I deleted it. I'm not starting it again. This would look really good if it was outlined. So it would be easy to do. What are you laughing at?
I'm listening to the replay.
Why?
The delay.
Oh.
So
and he's laughing.
I laughed again.
FSL Christmas ornament. Yeah, you could do it. The only thing is, it's like 8x6, so it's a huge Christmas ornament. It's huge.
Yeah, you might want to shrink it down a little bit if you're
Well, see, you really can't. A Christmas ornament would probably fit into a 4x4 hoop, but look what happens to our pretty motif guys and everything. It doesn't have the same effect. That is, it could go a little bit bigger, but it doesn't have the same effect. Yes, you can make the motif stitches smaller, but remember you're going to lose any detail. This is probably as far as I would go on that part. You could actually make it easy enough. Let's do Control Z, and Control Z. Put it back up. Easy enough. You could make a quilt square and stitch this on it. Just put your fabric down, put your batting down, and stitch this on it. And you know what? Make the next one on yellow or use, 3 colors and switch it around. I think that would be stunning.
That'd be cool.
That would be stunning. Hopefully I explained that properly.
Karina says tree topper.
Tree topper. Christmas wall hanging. Absolutely. Why not? Why not? Yeah, it could actually, it'd look really cool. Let's do this. Hold on. Lettering, and I'm going to put the letter C, and maybe a big C, and put this up here, and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, and then I am going to make it black, and that's not black. That looks blue.
Yeah.
Woo, my goodness. Empty boxes. It's because of my
stupid cursor.
They can't see what's going on. My machine doesn't like it a whole lot. And kind of like there, maybe?
Yeah.
You don't want to make it any thicker. And then you have to move it up so it's underneath that. So you could move it there. You could move it even further up. Here, you could do it easily and make sure it starts here, then you can start and stop, make your connections there. And yeah, now look what we have. Isn't that cool? I'm going to adjust that a smidge and start here. Whoops. Do I have two there? Why does this... Oh, my computer has just looked...
Is it glitching like that?
Yeah, it's too busy doing stuff and it can't...
And you're also doing it at 8x8, so
yeah.
it's huge anyway.
It's a lot of processing power. So I would taper these edges in so they fit in better, or make it thinner. It is really a bit too thick. We could try just quickly taking off the pull comp, and it doesn't make enough of a difference. Or use blocks to put it around, and there you have your Christmas ornament. Then you can make like a triptych. Let's do this quickly. Digitize, but I don't know why I couldn't find digitize. So let's make a square. Not that kind of square. Square around it, and you can center it and everything, and then take all of it. So you could make a bounding box like I did, or you could do Control A, and then we're going to Control C, and we're going to Control V. And then over here, click off of it. No, I did it already. Getting tired. Control C. So Control C. And then click off and then do Control V. And we have a whole second one. We're going to put it beside there. And my idea would be to change some of the colors on it.
Reverse them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So let's do the background in red. You'll see how cool this looks in a minute. Actually, that's kind of cool. We could do the lines in yellow then for our second one. So it's kind of reversed, kind of not reversed. So then we're going to do Control V again and drag Stop laughing at me. I'm going to shoot you, Don Brown. It's difficult. I did it for them because they were saying they needed a bigger cursor, so I made them a bigger cursor.
I do it all the time.
Do you?
I
do you really, Don?
No, I really do. And it's funny.
I need these so I can see them. Stop it! He's still laughing at me. Karina, help a sister out, man. It's really hard what I'm doing. You shush, Don. Alright, let's move two things out of the way. Jeez, man. It's my cursor. You guys still with me? Everyone still with me? Alright, so for the third one, how are we going to do it? We need to do a black background. So this one is going to be black. Now hold up a sec. That looks terrible. This one is going to be red. Oh yeah, I like. Black maybe?
Yep, that looks good.
We haven't got the third color in here. So this would have to be... I don't know. I kind of like it all. How about we do the outside yellow then? That'd work. Yellow. Just play around with it. But do you see what I'm getting at here? The same thing, different colors. And look how cool they look together like that. I love it. I love it. What do you think, Don?
I like it.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
You could even do it without the background fill and do it more like just use your material as the background if you're doing quote blocks. would look cool too.
Oh, I did the wrong one. I did the wrong one. This is what I want. Yep, look at that. Just reverse colors change. You might want to reverse it a bit more. Yeah. All that from a puzzle piece, you guys. This is how it's done. This is how you know, you come up with stuff. Is keep going. Keep going. Yes, we need to fix our jump stitches. It kind of ruins it a little bit. But you know what? I think it's cool. I'm having so much fun. So we've gone from a puzzle piece shape to a motif and a motif inside a motif using two motifs, putting it around in a circle, curving them, and then all that ends up being a wall hanging. I just love it. I just love it. Awesome. Cindy King's still here. I'm glad you're still here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me. We have a lot of fun. I think this was amazing for learning. I think you guys are awesome. And next week, so gradient, we could work on that. Make a patch and make a key fob, and I think that would be really fun. That's what I came up with today. So
awesome.
Yeah, awesome. So thank you guys. Thanks everyone for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Sue, this cup of coffee is for you. Oh, thank you. Dawn had the last one. Karina is donating every time. Every time. But thank you very much. I will have a cup of coffee. I kind of need it. So thank you.
You don't like coffee, I get it.
No, Dawn. Thank you, Sue and Dawn. You are the greatest. Why, thank you, Pam. Why, thank you. I hope to see in the OML Embroidery University group, I hope to see some puzzle creations, think outside the embroidery box, and have tons of fun. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Bye.